Kevin Gates has something to say about LeBron James and his wife, Savannah James?
I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron.
Now, this viral clip of Kevin Gates has been circulating around the internet about his opinions about Savannah James and how she is looking and treating LeBron in the playoffs. This is wild, I know, right? Now, this sparks so many conversations about how women should be treating their husbands or how she should be treating LeBron and how married people should be interacting with each other. Now, stay tuned because we're going to be diving deep into this reaction. We're going to see what he has to say and how it also ties to scripture and honestly, to be real with you, what not to do, okay? Now, before we begin, please make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, share this with your family and friends, and if you enjoy this faith-based content reaction, please hit a subscribe to see more. Let's get into it.
This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at like couples and people in the league. And we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Which is pretty cool.
And then I was like, maybe I notice shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about, what if you had LeBron money? I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron.
What?
I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like soon as he...
Oh my gosh. As a 9+ year married man, I'd have to say that this is probably the worst and the most disrespectful thing that I have ever heard somebody say out of their mouth. Like, this is the reason why you can't go on social media about your relationship and especially about your marriage. Like, this man, out of all people, brought up Savannah James, of all women. You know, the Savannah James, literally unproblematic, out of the media, no issue whatsoever. Whenever you see LeBron, there's Savannah, no problems whatsoever. The like honestly, the prototype of type of wife, that's the person who you bring up. And let's not forget the one woman, the one person who dresses with modesty, has all his kids, never had anything negative about her, represents you and your family well. And this is what you have to say. They've been together for 20+ years. 20+ years. And for that long, honestly, you don't just lust over your husband. You also love your husband. And there's also going to be moments, and I saw the moment that he was talking about. It was just a little 5-second moment. Like, who cares? Like, honestly, you're going to look at your spouse differently when you love them, when you've been through the fire, when you've been through the storms, when you've been through everything. Like, honestly, those women that he's referring to only look at LeBron like what lust. And that lustful spirit is going to get you in trouble. Men, I'm telling you right now, you listen to this dude, he's going to get you in trouble because he's very short-sighted, okay? And I'm gonna let this reaction play on, but I'm also going to get into some scripture because this is just disrespectful.
walk out there, they just be like, oh. They be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with the main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like, I'm the...
Look how he refers to his women. Did he really have to call her the B word? Regardless of what he says, as an experienced married person, now I don't know LeBron or Savannah's marriage, but I do know my marriage, and I do understand the covenant of marriage, okay? Savannah and LeBron have been married for 20+ years. They done seen it all, okay? They done been through it all. She lives with him, sleeps in the same bed as him, always around him, okay? For 20 years. I'm sorry, as a experienced married man, you were not going to act like the schoolgirl, lustful girls that don't even know about you, okay? Because the way that they look at LeBron, Savannah look at LeBron differently, okay? Who knows who knows what she probably looked at him differently about. All right. LeBron probably farted in the bed for the 50th time, and she's tired of that. I'm going to look at you sideways, okay? Maybe before the game, before she came there, and she was like, oh, let me use the bathroom before I leave the house, and boom, LeBron, you got LeBron poop in the toilet, and he forgot to flush for the 100,000th time. And that's the first time she saw him. Of course, you're gonna look at him sideways. I'm just giving you examples, okay? When you live with somebody and you've been with somebody for 20 plus years, that lust turns into love and it elevates to a different level. You done been through some things, all right? You done shared some experiences. You ain't gonna look at the people the same. I don't care what you say. I don't know. This is just wild to me that he would make this type of video.
Greatest player in the world, one of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs. And you act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police me. Like you ain't.
What is he?
Like you not thought like these white women this thought about me in here.
Who cares?
Like so, like.
Oh my God.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Because when I've been around that dude just, his spirit so loving and giving, it hurt me. It hurt me to see that.
This hurts me.
Like, you done eject away from my partner, man. Don't do that, man. You dive on the floor behind that nigga, man.
What is he talking
about? Dive on the floor
about?
behind him. But, you know, like, I know a lot of people gonna hate what I just said, but I'm gonna be honest, like, if everybody like me, then I'm so we can do whatever you want to do about it. I'm gonna die about everything I say. So I love LeBron and I hate that for him, bro. I hate.
What is he talking about, man? Like, things are definitely going to be different when it comes down to marriage, okay? Especially from a biblical perspective. Savannah knows who LeBron is, point blank, plain and simple. All these lustful women that he's talking about that want to be geeked up for him and, you know, whatever the case may be, they don't know him. It's all just lust. She knows him like the back of his hand, just like he knows her like the back of his hand. All right. It's no different from you buying a luxury car, right? You get that luxury car, you love it, you wax it. This is my dream car. You put it in the garage, drive around, boom, boom, boom. 20 years later, you gonna love that same luxury car the same way that you loved it when you first got it, the same way you lusted over it, or is it gonna be different? People are gonna come up and look at that car. It could probably be like a Ferrari or a Porsche or something like that, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's a nice car. But in the back of your head, you know that, oh man, I gotta replace the two back tires. Oh, I know it's leaking oil. Oh, I know it has to get the suspension changed. Like, you know everything about the car versus the vanity of that car. You're not gonna love that car the same way when you first got it. And that's the same thing of what he's referring to here. That's just disrespectful. The main thing we need to do here, and which I learned in marriage counseling, is you need to mind your business when it comes down to people's marriages, all right? Keep your business, your marriage in between the two of y'all and God. Everybody else's opinions ain't got nothing to do with that. People are going to have their ups and downs, and you're not going to have the same butterflies that you did 20 plus years ago when you first saw them. Everything is going to elevate. Sorry, it's not going to happen, all right?
I hate that he got to go through that. As a man, I hate that he got to go through that, bro. In the playoffs.
I hate that you feel
in
this
the
way.
Fucking playoffs. Your main player act like it just, you have a look on your face like, I could be doing more. Like, what more? Like I loved you for you. Like, when I met you, you look like Lamar Odom.
Come on,
like,
man.
Babe, don't laugh at that. I'm trying to be funny. Babe. Ain't nobody gonna f you about that, you heard me? You can laugh if you want to. You gotta walk out the room. You ain't interrupting my thing. You already interrupted it.
Wow, that's mad disrespectful. That is mad disrespectful. To say that Savannah looked like Lamar Odom when you met you is wild and disrespectful. Before we get into the responses that LeBron James had, and also what Kevin Gates responded back to LeBron James, I want to go into some scripture here. Let's start off with 1 John 2nd chapter, reading from the 16th verse. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride in one's possession is not from the Father, but is from the world. So it doesn't matter whatever lustful women are looking at LeBron. God blessed LeBron with Savannah, and the same thing vice versa. Savannah was blessed with LeBron. They've had each other for 20 plus years. Beautiful family, like creme de la creme of relationship goals for a lot of people. Okay. Nothing, no issues to say about them. But the fact that you got to sit here and say that Savannah needs to acquiesce like all these other lustful women in the world, that's silly. That's dumb. That's very dumb. Let's go to the second verse that I have. 1 Peter chapter 5, and we're going to start right here on that verse 8. It says, "Be sober-minded, be alert. Your adversary, the devil, is prowling around like a roaring lion looking for anyone he can devour." And I want to continue to verse 9. "Resist him firm in the faith, knowing that the same kind of sufferings are being experienced by your fellow believers throughout the world." Resist. To all my fellow men who are in marriages or in relationships who are looking for marriage, resist. Do not follow people like Kevin Gates, because type of people like that is going to get you set up and it's going to set you up for failure. All right. Now, LeBron did respond back to Kevin Gates via IG post. I don't think he should have responded anyway, but he did. And he responded back by saying, and I quote, "Kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants. Where to next, queen? Let's get it." Love it. I love that for him. I don't think he should have responded, but the fact that he called him a peasant, I think that was a nice little jab. Now, Kevin Gates did respond back to LeBron in his post, and I think Savannah James put something else up. I'm just going to play it. And shout out to all Urban Central for this. I'll put a link in the description box down below so you can check out the clip for yourself. But this is just silly.
How y'all doing? You heard me? I'm on my way to have coffee. Coffee spelled backwards is E-fuck. And before we've had our coffee, we don't give about anything. But I just want to say one thing. The truth hurts, but it heals.
Why is she laughing in the background?
And Bron, I love you because you my. And I already know she was just, you just gonna let him talk. Man, you had to, but behind closed doors, you, hey, good game. But anyway, look.
This is silly.
Long as you being celebrated, I don't care who don't like me. Long as you being celebrated, that's all I care about. Because you my, and I love you. So I don't care if I got to fall out with somebody I love to get the results. We're going to get the results. But if anybody need, I'm a life coach and a guru. Y'all 24 hours. You smile. You smile at that black man. You smile at him. Hey, because you know one thing. Today is Easter. You know what come with Easter, huh? It got a lot of bunnies hopping around out here.
Oh, it's disrespectful. No, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we're done with that. This is just silly. I don't know what's going on with Kevin Gates, but listen to me, fellas. Listen to me. If you're a married man or you're in a committed relationship looking to be in marriage, please don't listen to people like this. Okay, look at his track record and pray for him, because he needs a lot of prayer. Oh my gosh, he needs a lot of it, because to talk about somebody's marriage like that in an ill way, especially talking about somebody's wife like that, that's mad disrespectful. All right. See, the Bible warns us about people who look after lustful women, or also warns us about lustful women. Okay. And that's the same people that Kevin Gates wants LeBron to, pretty much fall over. He's pretty much saying, if my wife won't acquiesce and won't fawn over me like, Google goggly eyes, then I'm gonna go to these lustful women that's gonna do the same thing for me. Keep those Bible verses in your mind, because the devil is always one corner, one step away from getting you off your track. Those type of women that he wants LeBron to be around is gonna ruin his life. Look at what's going on with a lot of people. They're around these lustful women, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're hit with lawsuits. They're hit with, this type of thing. They're hit with SA. They're hit with different charges, and then boom, they lose everything that God has blessed them with. And that's the same women he's literally pretty much telling you to be like, oh, I'm gonna go mess with them because my wife is the warden of the jail. Like, what is he? Listen, again, I've learned in pre-marriage counseling that your marriage is your business. Just keep everybody out of it. No one else's. All right. Don't listen to anybody else's. Don't listen to silly people like this. You can't predetermine how a wife or a husband is going to treat each other over a 5-second clip. Okay. You can't. You don't know what happened. All right. You don't know what happened. Like I said, she probably walked in the bathroom, saw LeBron pooped in the toilet, didn't flush the toilet, and then she saw LeBron poop. It was just like, oh my gosh. And then the first time she sees him at the game, all she could think of on his mind is LeBron poop. Yeah, I might look at you sideways too. All right. You just don't know, but it's none of your business. Stay out of grown folk business. All right. It's none of your business. That is the moral of the story. Now, if you enjoyed this reaction, please make sure you hit a like for the algorithm. Share this to you with your family and friends. And please, remember the moral of the story. Stay out of married people, stay out of grown folk business, all right? And keep God first. Be blessed.